Part 4, the final segment, Day 26. We spent most of today cruising from Utah into Nevada. Still nursing Adam's injured ankle, we covered a lot of ground this day. Most of it was on pavement, but we obviously got to play in some dirt. Let's watch. Oh, and if you didn't notice, my Cena 10C started working again. I guess it was the warmer environment. But now, no more iPhone in the hand. We can actually record going down the road. When it was time to camp, we got lucky again. Came across this little pond. Saw something unique. Down in the bottom, a U-Haul. What the heck's he doing? He's pulling a motorcycle out in the middle of the lake. Illapel Campground. That's the place we stayed. It's a little windy, but we survived the night. Got up early and started headed west. Today we were trying to get to the Oregon border. The first Oregon border. It's day 27 in the middle of Nevada. The openness, the vastness. We noticed how we were just alone, just us and the vegetation. Or so we thought, until we found this swarm of Mormon crickets that just took over the road. You can hear them crunching under your tires and under your feet. After the carnage of running through a million Mormon crickets, we decided to take a break, clean our bikes, our visors, and get ready for this. Welcome to Oregon, our first crossing into Oregon. We only dipped our toes into Oregon, enjoying the flowers and the changing atmosphere, which begged us to ride deeper into her. And then this happens. What happened? Somehow Adam manages to get stuck in some of the stinkiest mud I've ever had to ride through, full of cow pies. So this is try number 3 because you picked it up and you knocked it over the other way, and now you've got it stuck up right side up.
I got stuck right side up.
You've been stuck on 3 angles today.
It's at least it's right side up.
Look at the scenery there in the background. That's Oregon over there, and every time we get in this little state of Nevada, this is what happens. Luckily, he had a powerful G310 GS nearby to pull him out. Now, we just had to deal with the mud and the stank. But that was just the beginning, because what's this? Picking his bike up again. Oh my god. And then, what is this? Again?
Right now, I'm alright.
Alright, we got an upside down motorcycle. We're on the rescue. Came up the rut, came up the sideways, and then went upside down.
Yep, high side. Very nice, very fun. Too heavy to pick up.
After a long, action-packed day, this is what we came up with for campsite 27. Nowhere to hang a hammock, so I had to lay in the tent with all my layers of gear on because it was freezing. We had a slow start to the day for day 28. Spent my morning trying to find a location to hang my clothes, get dried out a little bit, then went and did a little exploring. Walk up the hill to see if we could find the trail, explore the vegetation and the flowers, try to make the best of the day. My short expedition showed me it was going to be a hard day of navigation, so I headed back down to see if Adam was packed up, and we took off. Just as I predicted, this section was very overgrown and very wild. Out here all by ourselves. Haven't seen a soul or any sign of civilization in so long. We're just in some dude's ranch somewhere. First sign of civilization, but I don't think anybody's lived here in a while. And consistently windy. Back into the valley for some protection. We stumbled out of the mountains and into Denio Junction, where we found this place, which was the gas station, bar, restaurant, and grocery store. We're eager to get to California, but have a lot more desert to cross. Nevada is so vast, huge, but a lot of fun opportunities for some off-road riding. And some of it awful challenging. To the top of the mountain. That one's a bit wiggly. And guess what's next? More desert! Woohoo! There are some scenery changes, but we're mostly hitting the same terrain for a while. And it keeps going and going and going until we finally hit a sample of soil that showed some promise. Amongst these rocks, we found our campsite for day 28, the Virgin Valley Campground. First stop, cleaning off in the hot springs. Day 29 starts out with motorcycle maintenance, the removal of my Givi mud guard it had been wearing through. But that can't be all the action of the day. Oh, so I'm riding down the road and like, there's Adam, where's Adam's motorcycle? So I go running on back there. And, well, I guess he found something at the bottom of this little water crossing we were at here. Just dropped my boots out this morning. Finally got dry after my little water episode last couple days ago. Let me wide angle that. Adam, what happened? What you doing today?
I was just going for a bit of a swim, and then the lure of the bit of tree here just kind of grabbed me. It's like I should head into that. And so I did.
Boom. The machete and brute force made easy work of this motorcycle mayhem. Continue on into you know what? More desert. And what else? Motorcycle mayhem provided to you by Adam Spinelli. This time when I look back, I thought he'd had enough. Maybe he's pouring gasoline on his motorcycle, or maybe drying out his boots. I don't know. What I do know is it was time to head out of Sheldon Park, which was a national antelope refuge. Head down the road into California. That's where we're going to find campsite day 29. If Adam's not wrecking on his bike, he's wrecking just walking down the trail.
Oh, fuck.
I just started the video. You can get it. Oh, God. All right, but now that you've gotten it, there's partial, and there's full view. No, he's not gonna make it up there. Bro. This guy is slightly off kilter. Careful with those rocket socks. Alright. I shimmied my way over to our lost overlook and we enjoyed a sunset together. Reminiscing of our past trip so far, all the states we've crossed and how close we are to the Oregon border for our last state. Day 30 I woke up eager to get to Oregon, the land of trees. Plenty of places to hang my hammock, but I found more carnage and destruction as a wildfire just ripped through this region. A large portion of this trail was covered by downed trees, making us be creative in our route around the downed trees and continue on into more beautiful, luscious green and purple gardens. And then another section of forest that was ravaged by fire recently. We soon escaped this forest, but was devoured by fire, and entered more green forest on the next trailhead. This section was fun, fast, and flowing, but maybe we were just on the wrong side of the tracks. Let's try this section. Day 29 campsite. Just outside of Crescent Lake Junction, we camped out next to the Black Rock lava flow. On day 30, we head out and start to see our first glimpse of big trees, getting in there Oregon style. Oregon offered us a ton of excitement with lots of elevation change, wide open, fast roads, with scenery like that. Then Oregon sneaks in a glimpse of the future. More snow. We thought we were done with the snow in Colorado, but Oregon was holding out on us. But the risk of running into some snow is worth it when you can see stunning landscapes like this. And if the rock sliding off the sheer mountain don't get you, the snow probably will. The mountain got this guy, who had to leave his cart on the side of the mountain. We found him while we were negotiating through this. Just keep working. Made him a little trench at least. And that's where we had the jump off route. That's our trail back there, covered in snow. So we headed down and found a campsite for day 30. It felt great swinging between two giant trees hanging off the edge of a slope in Oregon. Up here, 3,500 feet, Oregon. Coming close to 5. That's where I was hanging my hammock last night. Road 400 out here. It's a nice little place to creep up and take a camp for the night. Didn't make it last night like we planned due to a little flat tire situation. And we got snowed off of a mountain. Had to ride through some more snow. Luckily it was downhill. game I like to play called Waiting on Adam. There he comes. Yeah, I love Oregon. It's beautiful. We're gonna pop out in some amazing country here in a second. Good morning. Parked on the west side of the mountain, so it had sun last night because it would have been cold on the other side. In my opinion, Oregon provides some of the best variety of riding trails in all of the country. Alright, there's the trail further up. That's gonna be tough. Snow-capped mountain over there. Go wiggle down this rocky beast. So here we are in majestic Oregon, riding along the side of this steep slope. My gas is fine right now, but now it's not. So now I've got to make it all the way to Port Orford with no fuel stations in the middle. I have 30 miles range on my tank, and I have 1 liter of extra fuel. So I'm gonna leave us with some riding and see how far we make it. Big old log just hit my foot. No good. Scare the squirrel. Man, it's super snotty underneath of this stuff. Gravel. No. Stop to enjoy the beauty and do a little prayer to the motorcycle gods to make sure I make it, because I'm running super low on fuel. But check out the waterfall. I'm not short on scenery.
I'm going to the gas station because I'm on 000 range and I use my extra fuel. How the baby made it that far with no gas. Salt water.
We made it into town and we needed gas, and you know what? This is where the blue line ended. Right here in the middle of Port Orford at the Chevron station. So we're done. That's it. That's the Trans-American Trail.
Oh, we're done. Now what? But now what? What's that?
Day 31, mission complete. We crossed from Roanoke, Virginia, all the way to Port Orford, Oregon, on the Trans-American Trail. Time for a quick pizza and celebratory beer before we head north on the 101 to go visit my friend Rick and enjoy the scenery of the Pacific Ocean along the way. We arrive at Rick's and get to sit back in some real chairs. Start Operation Motorcycle Cleaning. Disassembling the G310 GS and putting her back together after a nice deep clean. Preparing for the next mission,